So you failed a test. So what? Your test is not the thing that really matters. What really matters is what you do next. No matter if this is an AP test, your first ever test, an SAT, anything, this video is for you and it'll help you if you failed the test. Most people talk about how to prevent failing, but not a lot of people talk about what to do when you actually fail. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to talk about what to do when you actually fail. And this is coming from someone who has failed a lot of times, okay? I have gotten amazing grades. Let me say that. But I have gotten so many bad grades also. And I feel like that's really important to say too. So this video is for you guys and I'm here for you guys. We can fix anything, which is probably what you think you're going to do. We need to get out of that state of panic mode that you're probably in. That made you click on this video too. A lot of people, a bad grade may trigger a threat response, which will turn your body upside down, turn it into anxiety, turn it into overwhelm, to overthinking, and so many things you do not want to deal with. So we need to get out of that space. First step is let yourself bring in those emotions. Let yourself feel it for a set amount of time. I feel like 15 minutes is a good time. You might want to do 20. You could do an hour depending on how big it is. But take it in and let yourself actually feel the emotions. Don't try to suppress it. Don't immediately go to your parents, your mom, your group chat and say, I failed my test, because that just sounds like a dead end, like an immediate pullback. I failed my test and now everyone knows. So it's not a good thing to say that. First, let yourself process it fully. This is a big one. Don't look at your test grade again until the emotional spike has gone through. Because if you just keep looking at your test, you're just going to keep getting those bad emotions. Oh, I suck. Oh, I suck. Oh, I suck every time I see it. So you need to make sure once you see it, don't see it again until you're in a better state of emotional capacity to look at it. Admission officers at Georgia Tech, he says that when looking at the SAT, it's how somebody performed on that given day. It's not your, oh, this is the only amazing thing you can do. This is how you performed on that day, given your circumstances, right? And I think this is probably, to me, the biggest part, which is separate the grade you actually got from how you perceive yourself or your personal worth. If your internal reaction to getting a bad grade is, I'm not good enough, then that's a big problem. Test grade measures how those certain questions went on a certain day. It doesn't measure whether you're smart, intelligent, whether you can do something, whether you can focus. It doesn't measure any of that. It measures how those questions went for you on a given day, given your circumstances. You should be really saying is, that test didn't go so well given my circumstances, but maybe if I have better circumstances, it can go better. Now that you've calmed down, we can go to the actual part. But make sure, do not go to this step unless you have completely calmed down, because calming down is one of the most important things you can do. Because you don't want to be a state of anxiousness or anything like that. You want to be calm, cool, all of that. Now, you're going to go back to your test and sort every question that went wrong into 3 different categories. Your first category is going to be the content gap. So this is where you actually didn't know the material, like at all. Like you started out and were like, what the heck is this concept? Those questions are going to go into that category. Next category, probably the most hated category, is careless errors, which I make a lot of careless errors, especially on math tests. So careless errors are where you actually probably knew the concept, knew how to do it. You probably performed well on maybe a quiz or just some homework or something, but on the actual test, you just messed up and made a tiny small error. Like this could literally be doing 2 + 2 = 1. Like it could be something as small as that is your careless error. And a lot of people make careless errors, so it's not a bad thing. I make careless errors all the time. A lot of people I know make careless errors. And the third subset is a test-taking error. So you knew the content, but you either ran out of time, you maybe second-guessed on an answer, you froze over anxiety or something like that. So that is your third bucket, which is a test-taking thing. And remember, that means you did know your concept and your context. And to go over those 3 categories again, because they are important to remember. First, we have your content gap, which means this does not mean you need to study more. Unless you study for like 1 minute, then maybe study more. But we don't need you to take up 3 hours a day studying for a test. We want you to study more efficiently. So do that, there are so many techniques out there, and I'm 100% gonna make another video on my study techniques as someone who's gotten straight A's and goes to an extremely rigorous school and takes AP classes all year round. So I'll make sure to look up for that, and I'll probably put it right here. The third slot, test taking errors. So this usually means the issue is pacing and anxiety management. So not knowledge, because you probably know it and completely know it and probably studied it all, but it is pacing anxiety. So one, if you don't have enough time, one thing that can help you with this is if you're stuck on a really, really hard question, then just skip it and keep going. It's something I do in the SAT a lot because you have a limited amount of time. So it's important to conserve your time, and you missing out on 5 questions while maybe getting this super hard question right is not worth it. You'd rather go to these 5 other questions that you can probably do. And for me, at least, once I go through like a really hard question, I feel like my brain is just like, oh, I'm not going to do well, like all those anxiety thoughts and things. So I would say once you like, oh, I can't do this question, it's too hard, go to the next question, keep going. And if you have time at the end of the test, then go back to that question, and then you can review your answers. So I find that really important. And make sure you go into there breathing and take if you can already feel yourself going into a lot of anxiety, just take a bunch of deep breaths. Just go. I love the box breathing method. I just feel like I feel like my voice is already more calm, but I just feel like I'm getting so much more calm from all of it, and it's just such an amazing technique. So I highly recommend doing that before the test, even in the middle of the test, if that helps with your anxiety, because anxiety can cause a lot of errors and can cause you to also run out of time because you're overthinking, how much time do I have left? So make sure those are also important things. And during a test, you could have had all 3 of these things happen. Like, honestly, all 3 things could have happened. So I just recommend anyone watching this video, maybe try all 3 techniques if you don't do some of them already, because it can really be helpful to your overall test score. The big thing also is that teachers see patterns from the millions of students they teach, and that's information you can't get anywhere else. They probably have the patterns on, oh, I know the student's going to get an A because this, and that. Oh, the student's probably going to get a C because this, and that. So make sure you ask your teacher. Talk to them. Overall, they probably want to help you, and they may look scary or something, but just go to talk to them. I just realized that I forgot to film a conclusion, but here's my conclusion. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys do want to watch the video on my studying techniques, please do follow, support, subscribe, whatever you can do. Like the video, comment, anything, because it just gives me more support and more likelihood that I'll make the video. So thank you so much, and this is Letters to My Best Friend.